Hello everyone, I am ShadeRock1998.
And I am filled with rage, burning hatred.
So, story, we already recorded this next scene, which is us going down door 3, as you can see on the flow. It's already done. The video file didn't take. It's skipped, it's jumpy as hell.
It's jumpy as hell.
I wasn't going for that pun, but it occurred to me after I said it. So, the reason why it didn't take is I was using OBS Studio, which I'm still screwing around with the settings for OBS Studio. I think the thing is I just need to lower it a little bit more. So, okay, let's turn off skip now, turn on auto as I'm getting a drink. Take the risk and choose door 3.
Sorry, Santa, but I still want to go through door 3.
What? That's nuts! You've got to be crazy!
Who knows, now that I know the solution, we might be able just to breeze right through this.
That does help.
I'm just curious about door 3. That's all.
Although, even if you know the code to the door this time, you still have to collect the items.
That's bullshit.
Explain shit.
I mean, they let you get away with it in Virtue's Last Reward, because the way that you escape the room is you input this code into a safe at the end of every room.
I'm curious about the red.
In this one, if it's for that door, if it's a code for a door and you know it already, and it's not a randomized code, or is it that they won't let you input it at all?
I don't remember.
Should we test it just to see?
I'll test it myself. I'm skipping ahead.
Okay.
You've already got people... You've got Santa being pissed at you for leaving people behind.
Jumpy, what are you trying to figure out?
Right?
No, currently he's doing his little trick.
He's doing his trick.
I figured out what he was doing very quickly, because it's a dick move.
Now please.
Yeah, Junpei's kind of an asshole at times.
Oh,
But
okay.
as we saw back in the safe ending, he pulled it off brilliantly.
Where he just utterly tricked Ace.
Yeah. Actually, I'm Santa.
All right.
He's like, what the fuck?
So, what's your point?
You don't get it.
Anyway, I'm just gonna go for this room.
Again, we are sorry for having to do this. We are sorry for also the commentary. We are both a little bit frustrated that the recording didn't take.
12.
Because the preview showed it took very well. But the thing is, it's because Studio works differently than OBS standard.
3.
Yeah.
OBS Studio is a lot nicer, and actually gives me a lot more control.
By the way, Lotus, what's the number that's currently in the red?
7
Anyway,
plus
while
7
I'm
plus 5 equals 18.
While I'm pissed,
Yes.
I'm just using the novel sections now to play Kirby Clash.
The door's not.
Because that's a thing.
There you go.
It's a
Wait
brilliant
a
game.
minute. What the hell are you up to?
I'm not up to anything. I'm just
Also, I should mention this. Feedback on an idea for...
Waiting for
Okay,
what?
to everyone watch this, this decision will probably already have been made.
I'm waiting for the balance to shift.
Next stream is probably going to be Assassin's Creed Revelations, because that was the free game of the month.
Santa or Lotus.
Ooh, Revelations. That's
Once one of you
that's
moves,
arguably the best of
others will have
the
a choice.
2 trilogy.
Yeah, of Ezio's collection.
Yep.
I like the design, but overall I prefer the city of Brotherhood, just because I find Rome to be more interesting.
Bullshit. No, I don't think so. Didn't I tell you I'd
That and
figure out
also
another
because
way to get out of here?
Constantinople... Actually, I just realized, it's in Constantinople, I can make as many Crusade jokes as I want.
Istanbul, Constantinople.
You did this just so you could go
Huh.
to the same door as June.
Oh, you don't need the screwdriver to take the drain
Is
off.
it going to be
I made a
Santa
mistake there.
So, what is the purpose of the screwdriver?
The
or Lotus
thermometer.
and Clover?
Oh yeah.
Shit!
So aside from that, okay.
Let's go, Clover.
Everyone listening is probably like, what the fuck are they talking about?
You'll see soon enough.
Fuck!
Forgot to grab the red card.
I wonder, how did Santa get there before Clover and Lotus?
Insane. This isn't
Pure
right.
determination.
Yeah, well, you may be right.
The thought of being left behind fills him with determination.
Go.
If you notice that skips there, if you click during the animation of the door opening, it'll skip it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just doing that because it doesn't record well on my current setup.
Junpei, this isn't fair.
We won't be suffering from the same problem when we do Virtue's Last Reward,
Shut it. That's enough.
because by the time we do Virtue's Last Reward, I'll have finished finals and I'll be back home.
Okay, you can just input the password.
No time for screwing around. Get moving.
But we'll still show how to get the
Yeah,
solution.
we should still show how to get the solution. Because...
Where the hell is it?
Although, there is some funny dialogue if you still have items left over. Like, Junpei essentially says, what the hell am I doing with this stuff?
Inside.
And then he just throws the items away.
Why would he throw away a screwdriver?
I found it.
Well, granted, Seven keeps the screwdriver and uses
Yeah,
it
no.
to...
Wait, what happened to the
keep
screwdriver
it
from the
wedged.
first room?
I think he used that for a wedge as
The
well.
floor's slippery.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
There's something.
Get over
Also,
there.
we should still show off the room because we still need to get that special, those novel sections with June and Santa.
There it is.
Yeah.
And people are still probably wondering, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
Though, okay, I would mention we talked about this during the failed recording. I noticed how June, aside from Junpei, Santa's the one who's been with June the most in rooms.
Yeah.
That it's sort of something that's. It seems like you notice even when they put the suggestion of separating the two, he got really pissed.
Yeah. He immediately
I don't think I'll ever
questioned,
get used to doing
what
this.
the? No, I'm not leaving June behind.
I'm having.
Thoughts about the relationship?
What the
Well, no, not like that. It's like. It's saying it's bugging me. It's about the time he said his sister died.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. Oh, this is.
He said 9 years, right?
Yes, it was 9 years ago.
I think I'm sorry. I think I have an idea, but I don't want to say it.
Yeah, don't. Let's clear everything up when we get to the true ending. How about that?
Okay, guys, I'm flipping it on.
I have the feeling the trending's going to clear up everything I'm thinking anyway.
Yeah, but there are some things that are left ambiguous.
Yeah, and there it is. I'm just gonna put on auto.
Oh, this is. Looks like an explosion.
There was another explosion just like the one with the 9th man, so another bracelet.
Detonator.
We've already know who this guy is.
We already know who this guy is, and
Again, I've
we
mentioned
currently
this.
think that he's Snake.
Yeah, I've said this before in our failed recording, but
This is Guy X.
yeah, no, we've said it's Guy X, but also again, if you haven't caught yet by the fact that there is a number in the title, this is a multi-part series. There is a playlist. I am trying to keep the playlist up to date. There might be a few, but I actually can't add scheduled videos to the playlist, so that's been a pain.
That's odd.
Why did this happen?
It's very odd.
It makes sense. You can add them afterwards. If you go into certain like big YouTubers playlists, you'll see a lot of private videos.
Yeah.
Those are the scheduled videos.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are just private.
Hey,
I've already escaped the room.
Well, good for you.
I'm just that fed up with this.
Room.
Yeah.
I really don't like redoing recordings.
It's a pain to have to go through a room twice.
All because of a failed recording.
June.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I at least checked it before we moved on.
There's a reason why I prefer this remaster compared to the original.
Because I'm guessing the original didn't have flow.
Yeah, it didn't have, I've said this before in previous parts. The flowchart was added afterward in this remaster, because
Which-
the flowchart is something that was introduced in Virtue's Last Reward.
Give everyone an idea. If this recording failed and we didn't have the flowchart,
We would have had to.
no,
replay
they
the
would have been getting
entire-
they would have gotten the jumpy footage.
It's gonna be alright, June.
And I would just apologize. Like, I'm sorry,
It'll be okay.
I'm not gonna go. This is at the
I'll be here
midpoint,
with you.
so
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not replaying that shit again.
Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Jumpy.
Do you feel better?
Fuck. We've had moments already where I've accidentally called him Jumpy, just cause
Yeah.
For a little while.
when you hear a name enough, it
Because
Gets-
June calls him Jumpy so many times.
So warm.
when this is all said and done, I will go through. I will count how many times she calls him Jumpy during the recordings, and I will
I
do like
thought you were gonna have a Jumpy counter. For
I
every time
I
a
was
Jumpy
going
is
to,
said.
but then I just
But
haven't
then
had time.
remember, I keep echoing Jumpy.
Yeah.
Jumpy. Jumpy.
I just haven't had time to go through and actually review all the footage before I finish editing. I sort of just go in, check the editing, and go right to the end slate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Seeking a way out.
Alright.
This is a fairly easy room.
Yep.
So-
So first thing you want to do is go and check the closet and grab.
Well,
the
first
toilet
grab the
paper,
toilet paper.
Grab the luminol on the box next to it, and then go into the closet and grab the bucket and the broom.
I has bucket. And here's the broom now.
Rabbit hutch.
I'm just gonna let this go. We will. I guess I'm gonna have to do all the reading this time.
Oh, you just reminded me of it.
Actually, good thing about the
The
flowchart,
rabbit hutch, I mean.
it actually.
Oh,
lets
you can
go
view
to
the novel
cutscenes.
section while in
Remind
it.
you of something like that.
You can view the cutscenes while in it.
Oh,
yes.
frick.
What did you do?
I forgot because we've already seen it. Skip is an option.
Yeah, skip.
Sorry.
Did it skip the entire thing?
It's didn't skip the entire cutscene, but it skipped the part where she was describing why the broom made her think of the rabbit hutch. It was Jumpy in the room. You're always playing around with the broom in front of the rabbit hutch. I was. Don't you remember? Junpei stared at the broom in his hand. You mean you don't remember that summer either? She looked very sad. He shook his head. Of course I remember. How could I forget something like that? It was terrible. They were in the 6th grade. Junpei and June had been assigned to take care of the classroom pets, the rabbits.
Little boys.
Their chief duty was to clean the hutches every morning. On the final day of school, before summer vacation began, Junpei overslept. He rushed to school and found June standing in front of the rabbit hutches. So I guess I'm the one doing all the reading this time?
No sooner had Junpei arrived that June began to cry like a little baby.
Wow,
I'm
so
sorry.
mean.
I'm sorry.
That's
but
so
I am
mean.
very upset.
I can imagine. He had no idea why until he looked behind her into the rabbit hutch.
First thing he saw was blood. The hutch was filled with dead bodies of rabbits. Even after their teachers and friends came to see what the commotion was, June wouldn't stop crying.
I just kept crying and crying until you came over. You held my hand, and you looked very serious, and you said, "Don't cry. I'm gonna catch the person who did this." After you told me that, I finally stopped crying.
Great, this is also how a novel, how it would look in all the dialogue if we had set to novel.
Well,
Yeah.
the real fun started after.
This is why we
the
leave it on adventure. And can I just say that statement sounds weird with the real fun started after you quit crying? Without context, that sounds very wrong.
That sounds very wrong.
You told
Well,
me
very
we were gonna
suggestive,
catch the
not
killer
wrong.
Together.
Yeah.
June smiled and a little flush of life returned to her cheeks.
Then we decided that we'd ambush them.
Yeah, I remember.
Whoops.
School also kept roosters and guinea pigs. Junpei and June had decided the murderer would likely return to finish off the rest of the animals. They would ambush the killer at night.
Junpei and Jun hid behind the hutch at dusk and waited. It was a warm summer night. The quiet sound of crickets whispered through the air. As the sun went down, the stars began to wink at them from the sky. In Jun's Kamakuri Shiki's face. That night was something Junpei knew he would never forget as long as he lived.
But the murderer never showed up. We waited for them all summer vacation, and they never showed up.
Yeah, but the animals didn't get attacked either. I think all that work amounted to something, you know?
He felt the same way, but it was good to hear
Although,
her
you know,
say it.
If you think about it, we were probably taking on a lot more than we could handle.
What do you mean?
She looked at him, up at him, confused.
Come on, we were just kids. If whoever killed the rabbits had actually showed up, they probably would have had a knife or something. I mean, you must have been pretty worried, right?
I wasn't worried. Because you were there with me.
She blushed
You
furiously.
know, no one else wanted to take care of the animals.
Clearly embarrassed, she tried to desperate to change the
I was
subject.
the only one who asked to do it at first.
Yeah, well, boys don't.
So
really
a lot
bother
of this,
taking care of
actually,
animals.
now the safe ending makes a lot more
Well,
sense.
Yeah, but you asked
Yeah.
to do it after I did.
And well, just his entire thoughts about her makes
If it wasn't the rabbits,
million
they were gonna
times
do
more
something
sense.
else. You know how that school was.
And why he's so distraught
I'd
over
feel
her.
better if I was working with somebody who wasn't too much of a loudmouth, right?
There's still something that's
Somebody
bugging
who
me.
doesn't tell on
I've
me,
mentioned during our last
blow it
recording,
off.
Sean is not allowed to say anything. But I noticed during the safe ending, and anyone who hasn't seen the safe ending, go watch that. That was like, I think, part 11? Actually, no, safe ending is going up today.
Yeah, it's going up today because you messed up with the recording
Oh,
schedule.
in my defense, I was streaming when I uploaded.
Really?
Tis true, tis true.
Of
And
course.
I
you
mean, it could have been worse. You could have
Put it
you
for
could
next
have
week.
Put it. No, I was gonna say you could have put it in the wrong.
Wrong order.
Then nothing would make sense.
Oh my god. Just chaos, complete anarchy. That had been the reason, of course. He had asked to take care of the rabbits so that he could be near June.
It had been so long ago he couldn't bring himself to tell her how he felt back then. It would be embarrassing.
We were talking about it off screen, how Sean cuts me off sometimes. I actually stopped talking and wait for all the dialogue to appear because I can read faster than it appears.
Yeah.
He took a quick
He took
breath
a quick breath. God damn it.
to clear his head, tossed the broom up, and then snatched it out of the air.
Well, we don't really have time to be walking down memory lane like this, you know? We've got to figure out a way out of this room. Otherwise...
Yes. I'm gonna look over there.
June nodded courtly, and then
I
turned
should
and
get
walked
back to
away.
it myself.
You want to read this part?
Ah. That's right. The pool of blood.
Junpei turned around and looked at the room, at Snake's body, or Gaiax's,
Yep.
one or the other. Chunks of flesh and organs still lay on the floor. Ugh.
Going on and on about old times right next to a corpse? What were we doing? Well, maybe it was because we're in this mess.
Despite such a situation, or perhaps because of it, the mind turned to the farthest thing from death that it could find. So Junpei couldn't help but feel a twinge of guilt at wanting so desperately to live when Snake lay
I
dead
have to
before him.
survive, no matter the
Or
cost.
Gaiax. One or the
They
other.
don't know!
I know they don't know, but I'm gonna keep bringing it up.
Unless time travel bullshit is in this game. Which,
Well,
after
by this
I've said this before, I played a little bit of Final Fantasy 13. And I know the time travel bullshit that game has.
13.2 specifically has time travel.
Because
bullshit.
13.2 is all about fucking time travel.
It's really about fucking time travel because... Not to mention, you also have to buy the ending.
You do in that game?
To get the full understanding of the story, yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I've mentioned this before.
But granted, Asura's Wrath is much worse,
I've heard.
because you literally have to buy the actual ending.
I've heard. I've said this before. A lot of people give big bitch and complain about paid DLC. I don't.
It's not bad unless it's day one DLC.
Well, actually, depends even. Like, for example, with Mass Effect 3's From the Ashes, that was a pre-order bonus with the special edition.
Yeah.
Normally, you wouldn't get access to that ever or until months afterwards. So the fact that that was out of date.
I was about to say, another instance of day one DLC that I don't exactly mind is Shinigami Tensei 4's and for Apocalypse, where they have day one DLC, but it's really just for like grinding or bonus difficulty settings.
Halo 5 technically had day one DLC, but that was just the rec packs. Because Halo 5 actually has no DLC. You know
Anyway, let me know when you get to the thermometer.
Well, we got the 185 equals.
Yep.
I'm grabbing the thermometer now. And this is all talked, so I'm just gonna put it to auto. I know. Thing is, like, I've known people who bitch and complained because, like, I met other players on Halo 5 who complained about the fact that there's the rec packs.
Yeah.
No, I can't say
But
I
the thing
about
is, in Halo, give you an idea, Halo 5, all of the maps were free,
At 107 degrees,
including new
cells in the
maps,
human body
because they
start
added like
Yeah.
20 maps
organs
afterwards.
begin to shut down. The
And
proteins
people
in the
also complain
cells
about
absorb the
Paladins,
particles.
because Paladins, the original plan was all the champions were going to be free, but people just weren't buying the cosmetics, and they do need to
It's
make a
like when you
business.
hard boil an egg. Even if you cool it
I
down
can understand
afterwards,
that.
it won't go back to
So they
raw
switched to
egg.
the same business formula that Smite runs, where there's an Ultimate God pack and
In other words,
Where you can buy literally every god before, even the ones that
Haven't
really
come out yet.
others don't go past
thing
the
is,
107.
Paladins currently has it where it's $15 for all of them instead of the 30, because they're still in the closed beta. Well, not closed, they're in open beta.
It's pretty rare for a fever to get that high.
He's talking about
Being walked in
Even
the
viruses
he's-
and
furnace.
stuff don't
oh
usually
yeah,
drive
he's
the
talking about
body
how it's
temperature
weird
to
that
107.
it's very uncommon when a body reaches over 107 degrees.
Of
Yep.
course.
If you get sick, you normally go to 106 or 107. I forget if they're talking about Celsius or Fahrenheit though.
Fahrenheit.
They're talking
Because
Fahrenheit.
the thermometer here, for whatever reason, the thermometer here
No,
is
it's
Celsius. But they're talking about Fahrenheit.
Locked in a sauna.
Yeah. So if you ever wonder why people get
Also, there's a bit of they actually mess up a little bit with the temperatures here.
what do you mean?
I remember reading the TV tropes page, which mentions that they did mess up with the temperatures a little bit.
I'm trying to think here. 107 degrees Fahrenheit. I think they might be mixing up 107 degrees Celsius. I think that
No,
might.
I don't think it's that they mixed
What's
up.
up?
I think it's. I don't quite remember.
But no, he says something very specific that I noticed as being very strange. He says the only time external things that could put your body to over 107 degrees, being trapped in the sauna or being trapped in an incinerator.
Which is an allusion to the safe end.
Once you get the thermometer,
what's
run it
past-
under the hot water.
Yeah. Well, more specifically, it's what's past the set of door 9s.
Which, if you remember in the safe ending, there's the giant fucking incinerator that killed Ace.
And Snake.
Well, Snake went out like a boss. We now have a piece of
He
paper,
is the Determinator.
and I mentioned Code Geass.
Yeah.
Turn off the light, use the luminol on the wall, and it'll reveal the rest of this.
Left, right, left, right. Left.
I haven't showed off what this goes to, but remember that. Go over here, click down here. Left, left. No, not the pipe. Right. Oh. Left, right, left. And he'll say the drain's acting up. Before we go do that, I forgot, go into this last one. Go into the back of the tank of the toilet, and there is a red card key. Go over here. Blue card key. Now with the broom, the piece of paper, and the code in the other toilet, you do math, add them all together, and you get the code for the door. Ugh, sorry, allergies are acting up.
I know how that feels.
Yep. First, slide the red card. Then the
Because,
blue.
as you can see, the red light comes before the blue light. If you do it in the wrong order, then the blue light will turn off.
Yeah, thank you. I'm still sneezing.
Yep.
The code. Now the code, when you add them all together, is 1776.
The year that America gained its independence.
I wonder if that was on purpose.
I'm not sure, but I feel like it could be.
I'm curious. I'm curious about something really quick. We'll take a second. Yeah, no, we finished this faster. Okay, I'm curious. 1 plus 7 plus 7 plus 6. Digital root? Nope. Well, actually, it has a digital root of 3. If you add 1 plus 7 plus 7 plus 6.
But I don't think that was the intended effect.
It would have been weirder if it was 9. We found it,
There's a
and
large iron door at the
Let's take a look.
you can tell this is just them realizing that
Huh?
it looped.
What are you
There's
doing,
only one
Seven?
scene here one part of this scene I want to show.
Oh yes. A
Well,
very, very
I think
important
maybe
scene
might
that
want
we
to
must
back
not miss.
So,
You know,
I'll
this
step
reminds me
the
of
room to keep the door
L-Sword.
from shutting.
To anyone who hasn't played L-Sword, every
Jumpy,
character has
look.
What's up?
an introduction cutscene,
What's that on the wall there?
where it's sort of them telling their
Oh,
story
I
about
think
why they're
it's-
doing this and where the characters found them. If you play as the character Eve, her
A map of
intro
the
is
ship's
the best in
interior?
the game.
She just smacks a bitch.
It says
She smacks
Caesar.
L.
What's the map for this floor then?
And that is
We'll have to
actually
study it
even
later.
better. One
Let's
of her
keep going for now.
combos is she'll slap and turn around an enemy. She slaps them so hard
She
that they.
has Mario's cape attack as
Yeah.
a slap.
She's just like. Because she's supposed to be a royal robot. She's supposed to be a princess, so she just does
Ah,
a royal
okay,
slap.
that explains why she. So she has a royal bitch slap.
Yep.
Oh, that's amazing.
L-Sword's a fun little game. I'm saying I might stream over the summer.
I tried to play it, but I
Clover,
couldn't really
Lotus,
get into it.
And
It's
Ace!
one of those things that's
I'm
more
glad
fun
you're
with
all
friends.
Yeah.
Lotus, what are you?
And here we go. And Lotus slaps
How could you
Junpei.
do this to us?
So, Nick, the level 7 equipment, or rather
What?
the rarity 7 equipment for Team Kirby Clash Deluxe
I stuck the screwdriver in the
are all a bunch of references or jokes.
Okay.
So for the hero class, you get the Mad Scientist gear, where you get a flask of poison and a brain case. You know, like from, oh god, what was the name of that cartoon show? The one with the brain and the bear? I forget it.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
They crossed over with Billy and Mandy. Because, like, remember General Scar became, like, Billy's next door neighbor or something?
I know what it is. I just can't remember the show's
I
name.
can't remember the name
I
of the
know
show.
but so since we're now here and we've seen where she slaps him, there's really nothing else new for this scene. So
Yeah.
since we're only at 30 this time, or last time we were at 40 minutes, we're just gonna keep going. So we jump back here to the final choice.
The first one says.
But I was about to say the level 7 the rarity 7 equipment for the mage class is magical girl outfit pieces.
Of course, for Kirby.
For Kirby, so he gets a magical girl staff and a coiffure. I think it's supposed
Okay,
to be a
so
reference
here's where we
to-
make our choice. So we've went through door 6. Door 6 is the safe ending.
Yep.
Door 1 is our last door we're going through. Door 2 was what we realized
You realize
it'll lead us to this ending.
it's gonna lead us to a shorter ending.
I'm asking if you changed your
But
mind
do you want to cut it here?
doors we wanted.
How could I do that? I wrote it down on the paper earlier.
Let me see that.
Hello?
Sure.
Here we go. He's mentioning how Junpei cheats. Or could have cheated. He's looking at the paper.
I had 3 pieces of paper ready, and I put the one with door 6 on it into the pot. I just needed to make sure I drew last. After I saw everyone else's result, I just chose whatever door I...
Almost forgot about the exhibitionist grandma joke.
Well, what does it say?
You got lucky.
He's on to me.
Alright, over the door 2.
Alright. So we know who's going through door 2.
Reason we're doing this jump, even though we could have just kept going, is because if we do this
Me,
jump,
Lotus, and Junpei.
we get
if we
all
don't do
the
this
novels.
jump,
Problems the other dudes
if we didn't do this jump, we would have been missing out on the option that has us
June and I
choosing
want door
this.
6.
It
It's
gives
kind
us
of weird that way.
it's one
But
novel.
it's needed for an achievement.
Well, I'm not going for the achievement.
The achievements are pretty funny.
I'm just doing it to show all possible
That's not
routes.
good. We can't open
Yeah,
either of those doors.
But the
with only
achievements
2
are
people.
well worth it because they have amazingly funny references.
Hmm.
Even this ending where we're going
Why
to be
don't
stabbed in the
Sandy
back
and June
again.
go to door 1 with
Well,
Liz?
we've already
Huh?
talked about how we know this is a bad ending.
Well,
Yeah,
We're not going for the true
What will you
ending
do,
yet.
Clover?
yeah.
I'll be
Which means,
waiting.
right after we get this ending, we're going to be going straight to door 1. Because we're still on the route that would be giving us the safe ending had we chosen
We are
door
going to be
6.
split up permanently till we find door
If I go to door 1, will
Yeah,
my
that makes
path,
sense.
will all my stuff from when I chose the path for door 1 carry over? Or should I jump around to get all that stuff?
We might get separated for a little while.
Go to the
See each
flowchart.
other again.
I know, I see that there's a green path. I noticed it. Like, yeah, I
That
noticed.
shows you what route you're on right now.
But if I go down door 1, will the green path adjust itself to compensate?
No.
Otherwise,
So
It'll
I-
give you the bad ending for door 1.
Well, we need the bad ending, so.
That's what I'm saying.
And then after the bad ending, we just jump back to the first choice.
We jump back to the first,
sorry.
to the last 2 choices, and then we'll do door 1 again and
Well,
show off the.
you won't see
changes
that
to
on
the
screen.
dialogue.
We'll adjust all the stuff we need to off screen.
Yeah, we're gonna be taking care of a lot of stuff.
Well, it doesn't really have to do the
door 1.
rooms. I could just jump to the end of it and then jump again.
You, June?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, we'll be going.
We'll reference that we did this during the actual ending itself, just to make sure anyone following this exactly does the same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Clover, you gotta stop appearing there. Because it happened again.
For a while, but
No, you wanna hear a weird thing I found in my bag when I came back from Easter break?
this was my
Oh.
choice.
I found a GameCube memory card.
7 said we all see each other, and I'm going to believe that.
I don't know how to respond to that, Nick.
The other group went to A deck to go through door 1. Clover
That's
went
interesting.
ahead.
Well, it's my GameCube memory card. I know it.
How did that end up in your bag?
Well, thing is, I was planning on bringing the GameCube with me. I just forgot my controllers are. I guess I put the memory card on my desk though at my house. It must have fallen in when I was
It must have fallen
packing.
into your bag.
And I give it. This is a small GameCube memory card. It's only 4 meg.
Yeah.
That is the one complaint I will say about GameCube memory cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way too goddamn small.
I'll go first.
5, 7, 8.
Yep. And this would be the same exact way even if you had chosen door 3 back then.
Yeah, because they all reunited, so there's now no difference.
Where the hell is it
Yep.
this time?
I don't see it.
Oh, there it is! It's right there!
Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, what if it doesn't stop?
It's
Zero just
stopped.
starts screwing with them.
Yeah. It stopped.
Man, I'll never.
Okay,
I'm
so
not sure it's
I'm
something
trying
I'd
to think
want
here
to
who
get
we've
used to.
eliminated as Zero. It can't be Ace. We know
It
that.
can't be Ace. We know that
We should
because
finish
he's
this
been
game
screwed
before
by
Emerald
Zero.
City
Yeah,
becomes a
we're
real
not
thing.
Zero, of
Unless,
course.
unless it's some strange gambit where he's trying to make us think that he isn't Zero.
Damn
Or
right.
maybe time travel.
Or
Where
it could
his
be
guilt,
time travel.
where in the future his guilt for itself is upset, so
He's
he's trying
So he's trying
Always pretty
to
short, but it's got 5
punish
doors.
himself.
by burning himself alive.
3 on the left.
Wouldn't it be
Shut
the
fuck
weirdest
up,
time
Nick.
travel plot?
Shut the fuck up,
Only
Nick,
one on
and
the
get
right.
on and go through door 2 already.
We're already
last
through.
one
We're
at the end
talking
of the
about
hall.
the doors now.
But it's got a metal
Oh.
plate over it, so I doubt we're gonna get anywhere that
I was
way.
wondering if you were going to mention how Clover
Let's get started.
Clover, what?
I think we'd probably better split.
Clover
up.
decided to
You okay
stay
with that?
by the stairs while the other team goes through door 1.
Yes, no problem.
Is Clover gonna die again?
Sure thing.
And I'll take this first one.
Actually, this is the real bad ending, so I'm assuming everyone's going to die.
I'll try the one next
You'll
time.
see.
Is this the one where you want me to make the thumbnail?
I guess I'd better get started too.
Oh my fucking
Yes.
god, it is.
It is. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, but find out.
Sean told me what he
When
wanted
we
the
see that
thumbnail for
ending.
this ending to be.
Yeah.
I've already got the model for it.
Perfect. It's yellow.
It's yellow.
Good.
It's from the Beatles song.
Good.
What the hell is this supposed to be? Like a drawing of a whirlpool or something? Well, if I had to guess, I'd say it's trying to look like water.
Might look like a lake or something.
Yeah, let's check under the blanket. Nothing. This looks like
Go
the
check the
brick.
toilet.
Can I check the toilet? There we go. Is that the crest of courage? I know it's supposed to. It looks like it's supposed to. It's a sun symbol, yeah.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm saying it looks like this because it looks like the crest of courage from Digimon.
Hmm.
Oh frick! There was a desk. And
Just
it's
saying, there's a screwdriver in this room.
Of course there is. Let's see. The chair's pretty old. If 7's down, it'd probably break. Try to think here. Is this the brig?
Yes.
Oh, now it all makes sense. There we go. And it's a screwdriver shaft. Yeah, and there we go. I know what to do.
Yep. Combine. Let's combine!
No, we have 2 heads too. You're a bunch of idiots. To anyone who
You
doesn't get what we're
apes are
referencing.
You apes are stupid.
No one gets what we're referencing. We're referencing quite possibly one of the greatest mecha anime of all time. Oh, Sean, have you seen Screw Attack's top 10 piloted mecha?
I'm guessing Gurren Lagann is one of them.
Number 1.
Of course. I mean, granted, that mech becomes a god.
If I remember, it was number 1. Okay, let's see. On the other side, there's a river and a moon.
Did you grab the desk drawer?
The desk drawer wouldn't open.
There were screws in it, Nick.
I have it with the screwdriver. It wouldn't do it still.
You had to click the screw.
Oh. And, well, I've already got a center room drawer.
So you're in the room with Lotus. I was about to call her Clover.
I was about to say, they look nothing alike.
Yeah, I know. I was actually going to somehow say Clovis.
Clovis?
Yeah. I don't know why. But,
Can I say something funny about the name Clovis?
Go ahead.
Clovis is the first victim in a show called Code Geass. I'm not lying. Clovis is the first one that Lush kills.
Of course. But, Nick,
Whoa, mirror.
yeah, but also the knob for this drawer looks a bit odd.
Yeah, I've noticed that. The drawer knobs look weird, so right now I'm checking all the rooms.
It also has a screw in the middle of it.
So if I shine this light on the mirror on the back, okay. The left side has a sun, the right side has the moon. And a 4 and a 7. Okay. And there's another desk. Okay, that drawer doesn't open yet. Let's see.
Oh, you're in the...
I went to the last room.
Now, Nick, the drawer that you got from the center room, it's a mirror.
Yeah, I already did that. I've already seen the sun and the 4 and 7.
Okay. But there's also the moon.
Yeah.
The sun and moon, 4 and 7.
So the sun is 4 and the moon is 7.
Yep.
Now I have to figure out what that means.
Well, remember, the sun and moon were on the toilet seat.
I know, I'm trying to figure out now what to do with them. I have the information, I'm just trying to figure out how to use it. Let's investigate the toilet seats again. There was some kind of number hit there too. You think maybe the number was how many times we took a piss? No, it's gotta be how many times we flushed. Okay. That was 4. It's the same as the moon symbol we saw in the dark room. Remember that. Supposed to flush. How many times you pull the string? Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, do I actually have to click this 7 times?
Yes, you do.
It's 7 minutes. 7 minutes.
No.
Okay, I pulled it 7 times.
Don't forget to check the sinks. Which I unfortunately did.
Oh, where's... Is it the center drawer? Do I combine the screwdriver with the drawer?
Yes. Because
Yep.
that's not a knob for a drawer.
It's
That's
a knob for a
faucet
sink.
knob. If you had checked the sink over in Lotus's room, the knob is missing from the sink.
Yeah, I'm already doing that. Any time now? Okay. So the sink is clogged. Okay, that's a running... Oh, I think I know what I'm supposed to do.
And
I
on the-
figured it out.
on
I
the
figured it out.
mirror- On the mirror, it showed a river.
Yeah, okay.
While on Seven's mirror, it showed a lake.
So I need to get them to switch. So I need...
No. Just go to Seven's room and check the faucet.
Okay, there we go. Check the faucet. And now it's filled up over here, and we have a piece.
A tile.
I'm
With
guessing
a-
there's
with a
another
14
tile left.
With a 14 on it.
What the?
Oh, 7
Hey,
just...
what's going on?
Is
Are
7
you
having more of
okay
his
now?
memory come back?
You're sweating like crazy. Are you
I'll
alright?
have him answer that.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just got a little dizzy, that's all.
That's definitely more than just a little dizzy. Are you sure? You don't look so good.
What am I doing here?
Huh? What are you talking about? We opened the number 2 door and walked in here. Don't tell me you forgot.
No, that's not what I mean. It ain't much, but I think some of my memories came back. I think I've been here before.
He was in the nunnery game 9 years ago.
Huh?
Can someone just hit him on the head and help him get his memory back?
That's not how it works, Nick.
I know, I'm kidding.
You were here?
In fact, his amnesia was actually caused from an
An overdose.
from
Light.
Sopero.
What the hell was...
I feel like I'm this close to remembering everything, but that's right, an experiment. There was some kind of experiment going on this ship.
He was in the nunnery game just like Snake,
An
and
experiment?
he was drugged to forget about it.
What sort of experiment?
Or he did drugs to forget about it.
They were
No.
trying to control
Sopero is the anesthetic
Or-
that
something like that.
not Snake,
Ace.
that Ace used earlier.
Yeah, I
but
know.
it can also be, when it's in the gaseous form, it's white
Chloe,
colored.
Light, and no.
And that's what hit us all.
Yeah.
Those are their names.
So, most likely, Seven's dose was a bit too high, and that's what caused his memory loss.
Okay.
But I don't remember all their names.
He
Anyway,
doesn't remember everyone's names, that he's talking about the other 9.
Experiment. Cradle for those kidnapped kids. Was I working that case?
Huh?
He's a
Under
detective.
this bed.
yep.
The hole's gone? No, maybe it was a different room. There's gotta be a ton of rooms in this building, just like this one.
Hey, what exactly do you remember? Maybe you
Detective
could stop talking like
Seven.
a crazy person and tell me what's
Why,
going on.
why else do you think he knows
Well, it's
so
like
much
I really
cop
remember
lingo?
everything.
True, but no, another thought has just occurred to
I've
me.
only got bits and
They keep
pieces.
referencing the game 9 years ago. It is almost someone's almost identically trying to recreate it.
I don't care. Tell me the bits and pieces.
Same design, everything, because he's mentioning how they've all mentioned how it's similar to the game 9
Okay.
years ago.
From what I
Well,
can
more
remember,
specifically,
everything was
Seven here has mentioned it, and Clover has meant.
a cop.
Yeah, both Clover and Seven have mentioned it, and Ace talked about it a little bit.
And Clover said that she was in the original.
I was looking for that group of kids that got
Right.
kidnapped 9 years
Yeah,
ago.
so
I feel like that's right.
I believe so.
You remember that, right? It was all over the news.
Yeah, I was still in school. I don't remember all the details, but I do remember.
Let's see.
I think it was a bunch of kids right around my
16.
age. They all just disappeared.
So
Nobody
there
knew
were
where
more
they
than 9
were.
in
It was
the
all over
original.
TV and the newspapers
No.
every day.
No, think about it. Divide
So you're
16
saying
by
you were
2.
investigating it?
8.
Yeah, that's what it looks
And
That
like.
how-
doesn't sound right.
16 by 2.
Yeah, no. Just,
I guess I
you
found
can't have 8 people in a nonary game.
Because so there's
Because you-
two
nine-
who are on the list who are missing.
Or 2 that are on the list that no one.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals that had
No one
something
knew.
to do with those kids. After I figured that
I'm trying to think
I managed
people
to get
who
some information
people
out
who
of
would go
some
missing
work.
that no one would notice.
Well,
The 16 who disappeared would have
I think it
families. That's
was-
why they would notice.
yeah.
Oh.
Tonight,
Oh.
the ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Yeah, that had to be.
I have an idea, but I won't say because it might spoil it. And whoa, Seven's got a gun.
Yep, Son's got a
In
gun.
the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found.
Does
the
he
ship
refuse to
with
take his
target.
medication?
There was a bunch
I
of
mean, he refuses to take Sopro.
I don't blame him because he doesn't trust that company.
men in black suits.
I wouldn't trust
many
Cradle
carrying
Pharmaceuticals with my life.
Does this series have zombies? Because
No,
something about
you know what I
the
was gonna reference.
carry.
you were gonna call them Umbrella, weren't you?
Yes, they look like Wesker a little bit. Admit it.
It's the black suits. Don't.
It is. Mind you, Wesker sold. Wesker pulls it off
Before I
better.
realized it.
He's got a Matrix suit. He's not in a black
Kid,
suit
I'm
and
hiding
tie.
with a gun already in my hand.
Unless we count
Speaking
those
of Wesker,
movies.
I killed him the other day.
Unless we count those movies.
We don't talk about those movies, Nick.
As movies themselves,
I felt
If they were by themselves, they're fine. But with how they changed the continuity, not really.
and the guy who did that one's also doing the Monster Hunter movie, which I feel bad for James and Tristan.
I mean, it could be worse. Could be the people that did the Attack on Titan movie.
I could do worse also. It could be the guy who did the Percy Jackson movie. Or it could be the guy who does the DC movies.
Aren't they gonna do another Percy Jackson movie?
They can't do another, you know why?
Because they already killed Kronos?
Sea of Monsters ended with Last Olympian.
There was nothing I could
Yeah.
I'm not
Which is
kidding.
really
The end
stupid.
of Sea of Monsters is the Empire State Battle.
That's so stupid.
Suddenly,
They cut out the whole thing with Thelis. They never mentioned Thelis Tree at all until the second movie. They cut out major plot points for time.
sharp pain in my neck.
It
Yeah.
would do better as a TV series.
It would have done better as a TV series, hands down. Maybe it would have done better as a cartoon, because then you could get away with a lot of the
Out like a light after that.
more ridiculous things that happen.
Especially when they get to Leo.
I woke up on a hard
Anyone who
floor.
doesn't know what we're talking about, we're talking about Rick Riordan's books. And
Rick Riordan has an amazing series.
some of the
of
characters
books.
are amazing.
Where am I?
And I mean more than just like the main characters. I mean
Small shadow
even some of the
bed,
side
dirty
characters.
sink,
All of a sudden, a brick comes flying through your window,
toilet,
Nick.
no privacy.
Why the But my name's not Jason, I don't have blonde hair.
I'd say it countless times as I got.
Every goddamn time. It does not fail.
fell,
Every
huh?
battle that guy is in, he gets hit on the
Place
head.
in the toilet was a door.
Yep.
next to
No.
the wall. It was still
Poor
pretty
guy gets
wheezy, but I made my way over.
gets concussion like every.
I pushed and pulled.
Every battle, it never fails.
Yep.
I think until the final book, he gets concussion every goddamn time.
It won't open.
It's sort of become a brick
Not
joke.
like I expected much else.
Well, there is a brick joke. I've showed you the
I saw
comic.
him leave it unlocked.
There's an
Threw myself
actual
against
ship
the
for
door
his
a few
books
times,
that
but he
ship
wouldn't budge.
Jason with the brick.
Yeah, I know. You showed me.
And it's beautiful.
I gave up and made my way back to the bed and sat down.
I will say, the weakest of the series is probably
Sat there
Egyptian,
for
but
a
that's
very,
mostly because
very
Egyptian
long
mythology is fucking weird.
Then,
Yeah, it's hard to follow.
Egyptian mythology and I think it's Hinduism are hard to follow.
Yeah, I can agree
voices
on
far
those
away.
two.
I couldn't understand what it was saying.
So Seven heard them, and he heard that they
Pretty
found
high,
the door.
probably a little kid.
They found door 9.
He heard a kid.
One of the children.
No.
Yeah.
It was,
Several of
I
them.
hear 5. Where? Where? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it.
I like if we've just been ignoring the
that's
fact that
right.
Seven's telling us that he wasn't involved in the donor game. Like he didn't have a bracelet, but he was
Yeah.
a prisoner here because he put bluntly, he saw too much.
Left.
He saw too much and they were going to kill him afterwards, most likely.
So somehow he
Chatty.
Hold on.
escaped.
Flip the thing over.
I'm trying to think here. They've said it's someone who has a lot of money. I'm trying to put pieces together.
Right, plus.
The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate.
Teddy just got up on my lap.
I dropped flat on the floor.
He's very content right now.
Is it just weird? Does young Seven look like Gumshoe from?
A bit, yeah.
To anyone who
Especially
doesn't
with
know,
the
we're talking
stage
about with
fluid in my
Detective
gut.
Dick Gumshoe.
This was where those voices were coming from.
He is the greatest detective.
Hold on.
And the worst at the same time.
Could be
Actually,
worse.
no,
It could be worse.
Police officer is Mika.
Popped into my head.
Could be worse. Could be Dr. Hottie. Why was that his name?
Ship is set to kill
Because
Mars
that's the name of the clinic that he's at.
It's such a bad pun.
You haven't played anything past 1, right?
Yeah, and even on 1, I'm on the DS's final case. You know, the one with.
Oh, you're still in the middle of that case. Ooh.
Well, it's more so I just
I
haven't.
don't blame you for that taking long though. That case,
It isn't like 4 days.
In and grabbed it.
it goes the full 3 days, I believe.
Then
I heard from someone else that it goes 4.
Hmm.
What we're talking about is Phoenix, right? Because I've been playing through that franchise, I just had to take a break because I've been doing a philosophy term paper because philosophy is a general education class here. fun.
Oh
Finally got the
God.
damn thing off.
I only need one of it. It's basic
Sweat was
philosophy,
dripping down my face.
which
So I wiped it
Ew.
off and crawled inside.
which it's mostly just how to make a coherent argument. That's his whole goal.
Okay.
The only problem is I get the Latin terms mixed up because that's how philosophy is supposed to be taught.
Hey, what happened after that?
If you hear the jiggling or something like clanging of
Don't know
metal,
what
it's
happened
because
after
I've been messing around with bottle caps because
I think
good
I found
idea.
some kind
To
of door
prep for the next
locked.
Fallout game, I've just been stocking up on bottle caps. As soon as they announce it, I'm just sending Bethesda all of the bottle
I think I
caps.
found some kids too.
Seven's memory's getting fuzzy.
Good. Why can't I remember what happened next?
Either it's because he's still having memory problems, or
Man, what happened to the kids, Seven?
I'm going into DC Comics here because
Did
I've
you
been
save
watching
them?
a lot of DC's Legends of Tomorrow,
I don't know.
which is a great show. You'd love
Yeah.
one episode in
I
season 2,
just-
Sean. They
I've
go
got
to
this
Chicago with Al Capone.
I think.
Yeah,
one
I
of the
believe I
kids
remember that
died.
one.
This
I've
is
seen bits and pieces of the show.
the thing is, what I like about the show is every era they go to, they match the music with the era.
Oh, that's great.
So in
Please don't
with
ask
the
me
Al
anymore.
Capone episode, the music is very
Noir.
I really don't
yeah, which
remember
is
anything.
great. But there's a whole part where one guy alters his own
It's fine.
future by
Don't push
accident,
yourself.
and the memories start coming through. So I've been saying
Don't
time
worry
travel
what he
bullshit
said.
for a while because some of the stuff here reeks of time travel
Shipper had
bullshit.
been kidnapped 9 years before. Apparently, a company
Also, again, I'm sorry for
of
like the weird
pharmaceuticals had been behind it
jumpiness
all.
here. It's just how it records because
They'd
of
taken
the
the children
effect.
to the same ship we're
The
on
weird
now.
jumpiness.
They've been brought here for an
Fuck you.
experiment.
Yeah, you've seen the video, so you know what I'm talking about with this, right?
Yeah.
It's just high encoding because again, this is on a laptop.
Seven had said 3 of their names.
We're probably not gonna have the same problem with
I think that's
Virtue's
all.
Last Reward because that's gonna be on a better setup.
7
I would
is
hope
or
not.
was at some point. Can't really use any of
I
this
actually have not done
information
anything
anyway.
with Virtue's Last Reward except the opening cutscene because I was doing a recording test.
0.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Brought to the same ship where they'd done those
So, okay,
experiments
this
9
is-
years ago.
it's taking place on the same ship as the Nonary game 9 years ago,
That's nuts.
and
Can
how
you really conduct an
7
experiment like that?
was involved in it, but he can't remember saving the kids.
I don't have time to
So
sit here and
something.
think. I need
So
to get
my
my-
theory is, if time travel bullshit's evolved, if that moment is in flux currently, it's because he can't remember how it ended because it's something we're changing right now.
I'm not gonna confirm or deny anything.
Yeah, don't. That's just me, because
I confirmed a lot for you the first time around. I'm not gonna do anything now
yeah, okay, so let's see here. We gotta figure out what to do with this tile.
because we're starting to get into spoiler territory.
Yeah. Let's see.
I've already got all the-
Emergence. Spell out the word emergence. Okay, so let's see.
Well, Nick, let me give you a little hint. It has to do with hexadecimal again.
14.
Is E. Because, as you might remember, F is 15. So now we're looking for all the 14 tiles. And since there's 4 E's on emergence, you need to find 4 of these tiles that have 14 on them.
Okay, so we've got 1. So it's something in these other rooms I'm missing.
Did you remove the drawer from Seven's room?
All the drawers are removed.
Okay, put that drawer that you got from Seven's room into the one in Lotus's room.
Just switch the drawers.
Just switch his drawer into Lotus's room, because if you look at the drawer itself, you'll notice that it's got some bumps on the back of it.
And now we've got another tile.
Also, did you make sure to pull the cord for Seven's room
Yeah, I already have that tile.
all 4 times?
Yeah, and it gave me a tile.
No. What gave you the tile was
The thing in
overflowing
Lotus's
the
room?
sinks.
I
I'm
pulled it
talking
4
about the
times.
toilet. You pulled it 4 times, and you pulled the one in Lotus.
Yeah.
Then go to the drawer in the last room.
It should open now.
Yeah. That pulling the cord was your key for that one.
And there's 2 in here, so that's all 4.
Yep.
Okay. So I had all the puzzles done, I just had to check rooms.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this now. Okay, we've got 4 tiles.
And as you might remember from back when we did room 6 on the safe route, Santa mentioned that the room emergency comes from the Latin word emerge.
Yeah.
So emergence can be.
If anyone
related
doesn't
to
know, like at this point, if you don't know this, it might be because either A, you just fall asleep in a lot of English courses, the English language, and a lot of other languages, except for like
except for the Asian
Arabic,
language.
except for Arabic, Chinese and Japanese, Asian languages, and I believe Russian all have roots in Latin.
Yes.
Arabic, I have no idea where the fuck that language comes from.
Although some people say that Russian language is somewhat ripping off other languages, I'm not sure.
We're not language experts.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the R for Russian. It's just turning the R backwards.
Okay, let's see. Now let's see. And
Anyway.
is that we found the way out?
Yep.
So now we're in a novel section, correct? Well, we are at an hour.
Yeah.
So
I say we cut it.
once it's done, look, is this another escape room?
Yes.
What the hell is this
Fuck,
place?
is that the?
This is the last escape room before the ending.
But is that a?
Yes.
I have been Shade Rock 1998, and I am speechless.
And I have been his guide, and I'm ready for this room.